Ready to start your Flutter journey? Welcome to the exciting world of cross-platform app development with Flutter, Google's open-source framework. Whether you're an eager mobile app developer or simply a tech enthusiast, Flutter is your gateway to creating beautifully crafted, natively compiled applications. It's a versatile tool, offering a unique blend of performance and customization. So let's get started. In this guide, we'll walk you through the process of setting up Flutter on your development environment. Before we dive in, let's ensure you have everything you need. Flutter is compatible with Windows, macOS, and Linux, so one of these should be your operating system. As for development tools, you'll need a good code editor. Visual Studio Code, Android Studio, or IntelliJ IDEA are popular choices. I prefer Visual Studio Code, where app can be run on emulators, simulators, real iOS, and Android devices. The Flutter SDK is essential. You can download the latest stable release from the official website. Git is also necessary for version control. Optionally, if you're developing for Android or iOS, you'll need Android Studio or Xcode respectively. With these tools in place, we're ready to set up your Flutter environment. Now, it's time to get your Flutter environment set up. Let's start by unzipping the Flutter SDK that you've downloaded. You can place it in any directory of your choice. The next step is to add the Flutter bin directory to your system's path. This allows you to run Flutter commands from any location in your system. For macOS and Linux users, open your shell profile. It could be .bash rc, zhrc, or .profile, and add the following line: export path $path/flutter/bin. For Windows users, you'll need to add the path to Flutter to your system's environment variables. The final task in this installation process is to run the command flutter doctor in a new terminal window. This handy tool checks if there are any dependencies you need to install and provides instructions to resolve any issues. You've successfully installed Flutter. Now, let's configure it for Android or iOS development. Depending on your target platform, you'll need to set up Flutter for Android or iOS. For Android, install Android Studio and open it. Navigate to Preferences on macOS or Settings on Windows or Linux. Here, you'll find Appearance and AMP Behavior, System Settings, and finally, Android SDK. Make sure you have the necessary Android SDK components installed. If not, Android Studio will prompt you to download them. Then create a new virtual device using the Android Virtual Device Manager for testing your apps. For iOS, install Xcode from the Mac App Store, agree to the license agreement, and install additional components if prompted. Run a command to set up the Xcode command line tools. With Flutter set up for Android or iOS, you're ready to start building incredible mobile apps. To ensure that Flutter is properly installed, let's run a quick check. Open a terminal and type in Flutter version. The terminal should display the installed version of Flutter, indicating a successful setup. If you encounter any issues, don't worry. Flutter's extensive documentation and the developer community are great resources for troubleshooting. Congratulations! You've successfully set up Flutter on your development environment. For detailed step-by-step instructions, please follow link in the description that will take you to my blog where you can find all stuffs related to Flutter development. Stay tuned for more tutorials on creating your first app and diving into advanced Flutter topics. Happy coding! Before we wrap up this tutorial, we have a small request. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to keep up with our future Flutter tutorials, guides, and other tech content, make sure to click on the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. By doing so, you'll be the first to know when we upload new content. This way, you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos designed to help you become a better Flutter developer. Now, as we close this chapter, remember that the journey of learning and mastering Flutter is an exciting one, filled with new discoveries and possibilities. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy coding!